Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another song review. This one's for Ozzy's new song, Ordinary Man, which is going to be on the album titled Ordinary Man. I've already done a review on Straight to Hell and Under the Graveyard, so I figured why not do another one for Ordinary Man. I've we've been waiting 10 years to hear some Ozzy stuff, so hopefully everybody else is as excited as I am about it. This one's more of a ballad type song, obviously, if you've heard it. Starts out with keyboards played by Elton John, who also shares vocal duties on this one. Song kicks in, with Ozzy singing about basically his life. It's almost like a life, biography type lyric to the song. There were several songwriters on this album, Chad Smith and Duff McKagan actually helped write this one, also with one other writer besides Andrew Wather, whose name I can't remember now, but so several writers in this one. I'm assuming Ozzy had a lot to do with the lyrics and the vocal melody, just because past documentaries and stuff I've read on him, Ozzy was always really good at coming up with melodies, maybe not so much the lyrics, but he was always really good at coming up with melodies, and melody on this one is actually pretty catchy. It's not typically what you think it were, the direction it would go. It's still catchy, but it's got a little bit of different things than you would expect from Ozzy in it. Background vocals on this one are extremely present. Obviously, Andrew Watt, whose production style is more mainstream and pop oriented, and it kind of shows on the production of this. You got Elton John's vocal part. He takes over the second verse, and it's almost like you could interchange the lyrics to fit both of their lives, I guess. So it's pretty fitting to have Elton on this one. And there's a guitar solo on this one is also by Slash, who does a great job playing wise. It sounds like Slash, that's for sure. And the song builds into a very big ending, with the big orchestral build-up at the end, which is something you would hear in a lot of Ozzy's earlier ballads. He's always has pretty good ballads, even going all the way back to Changes with Black Sabbath. So he's always done ballads. I mean, you can't, get on him. Like, you can if you want, I guess, but I won't get on him because he's always done ballads. So it's nothing new for him to throw a ballad out there, although this one I think is a little bit more heavier and rocking than some of the other ones he's done towards the end of it. Good song. I think it's something that'll, be memorable and people will stick around listening to for a while. If he does go out on tour, I know he hasn't been the healthiest guy lately, but if he doesn't go out on tour, I imagine he'll be playing this one. So it's definitely got that big live production feel to it that I think would go over well live. The only thing I don't like about this is, like I mentioned earlier, the backup vocals in it are just loud. I think at points are louder than the lead vocal. I don't know why they're so loud in the mix. Maybe when the album comes out they'll tone them back a little bit, but they're very, very present and very, very produced. It sounds like not even human to me anyway, the singing. That's a little bit of a negative drawback to it. I didn't like that part of it. And also the guitar solo. I mean, Slash, he plays a Les Paul through a Marshall. I mean, that's just kind of what he's known for, a big, thick guitar sound. And this guitar sound is just very thin. It's so just production stuff, I guess, is what I have to complain about a little bit. And also, you can hear in Ozzy's and in Elton's vocals, they use the auto-tune. It kind of takes a little bit of the nuance out of the vocals. I wish he didn't use quite so much auto-tune. I mean, Ozzy can still sing. I don't care what anybody says. He's got a good ear, He just has a good tone to his voice, which I think sometimes the auto-tune takes away from that. And even at points, Elton and Ozzy, the lower registers they sing in, they could almost sound interchangeable. There's so much production on their vocals, but that's my take on it, my being picky. But overall, I still think it's a good song. I'll listen to it. I enjoyed it. I can live with the little things that I was just picking on there, but overall I think it's a good song. I'm really excited to hear this album. don't care that it's a different production style than his older stuff. I like hearing artists experiment and to see what they can come up with. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. I don't think this one is a miss. I think it's got a little bit of things in there that I wish weren't quite as produced, but that's it. That's really all I have to say. I'm really excited to hear the album, so tell me what you guys think. Always feel free to check out my stuff over at my YouTube channel and Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff. I appreciate everything you guys do. Every listen, every like, every share. Love it. Appreciate every bit of it. That's what us musicians live for, and just to have music shared. That's it. Just to have people listen to it. So that's why we do it. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Thanks.